that's no way to talk. Hello there, this is Pastor Pete Pawelek. Thank you for joining me for this edition of the Daily Devo. As always, let me remind you about my website, pastorpete.org. I would love to connect with you there. There's some resources there, and of course, you can sign up for this Daily Devo email there at pastorpete.org. Today I was reading through the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 26, and something caught my eye that sent me on a little bit of a rabbit trail, doing a little research in the Greek, and it ended up not being what I thought it was at first, but still there was a powerful point that came across to me in this text that I hadn't really ever focused on before or considered. So I want to read that to you and kind of unpack it with you. Today, it's in Matthew 26:74. It's right at the end of the chapter. It'll be a familiar text or a familiar passage from many of you who have read your Bible for some time. Here's what it says in verse 74. Then he started to curse and to swear with an oath, "I don't know the man." Immediately a rooster crowed, and Peter remembered the words Jesus had spoken, "Before the rooster crows, you will deny me 3 times." And he went outside and wept bitterly. Peter is broken in this moment. He has now denied Jesus 3 times, just like Jesus said he would. And the rooster has crowed, just like Jesus said it would. And it hits Peter all at once. It just kind of overcomes him. And we feel for Peter at this point. And we're looking forward to his restoration, which we know is about to come down the road a little ways, but he's going to be restored. But we empathize with Peter in this moment. But I tell you what caught my eye this day. It was verse 74 when it says, "Then he started to curse and swear with an oath." At first I thought, man, what is curse there? Like, did he cuss? Did he use bad language in this moment? And so I went and looked it up in the Greek, and that's actually not what happened. The word, though, is a very strong, perhaps the strongest way, the strongest term you can use in pronouncing an oath. It's as if Peter says, in the strongest possible way, "May God damn me if I'm lying to you. May God pronounce death upon me if I'm lying to you." It's the strongest way. It's him making an oath or a promise that he's telling the truth, but he's essentially saying, you can trust me in this because I'm putting it all out there. I mean, it's a serious thing. And so it got me to thinking, what can be more pure in my speech? What can be more clear in my speech? What is it that can be more accurate in the way I talk, in the way I'm professing? What are the things that I'm flippantly saying throughout the day that maybe aren't things that I would be proud of if I can rewind the tape? I want my speech and my motives and my methods to be pure. And I think you do too. And so I want to encourage you with that today. I want you to think about things that you might say in frustration, or things you might say when you're anxious, or things you might say when you just don't know what else to say, kind of like Peter does in this situation, and examine that. Ask God to deal with that, and then see what the Lord speaks into your heart. He spoke some things to me today. I know He'll speak to you as well. I pray the Lord blesses you. Come over and visit me at pastorpete.org. As always, I can't wait to see you for the next one. God bless.